Hello, and welcome to this demo on image selection mode in Studio. In this demo, we'll learn about the image selection mode and how it can help us in situations where there are no selectors available for targets or anchors. We'll be building a basic use case with the image selection method for the double UI application in the local virtual machine. In the double UI application, our process will type the value in cache-in field and click the Accept button. Note that the double UI application is available to use in the local virtual machine. We're using Studio from our machine. We encourage you to build along with this video. If at some point you feel that the video is going too fast, pause the video, complete your step, and then resume the video. One thing to keep in mind here, we are using the Hyper-V virtual local machine to demonstrate the real use case for image selection. While building along, if you don't have this set up, don't worry. You can use the double UI application for your system, and just make sure you are using the image as targeting method. First, let's understand image selection mode. Image selection mode switches to image-based identification only. Image automation is useful in situations when UI automation does not work, such as in virtual machine environments, where selectors cannot be found by using normal methods. We can enable the image selection mode either by clicking the image selection option in the selection option window or by pressing F3 from our keyboard. Now, it's time to see it in action. We have already opened the double UI application in the Hyper-V virtual machine. Hyper-V is virtualization software. We are using it to create a local virtual machine on our machine for demonstration purposes. However, we can enable image selection mode even when other targeting methods are available to select target anchor. If image selection mode is enabled, it'll only image as targeting method for all UI elements. Now, let's start by adding a use application/browser activity and selecting the Hyper-V virtual machine connection. Next, we'll add a type into activity and indicate the cache-in input field. We're unable to select the cache-in input field alone, as double UI application is in the Hyper-V virtual machine. So, here we can use the image selection mode to identify an element. Let's enable the image selection mode. To select a UI element in image selection mode, we can just define a selection on the screen by using left mouse button. Press and hold and drag it around the area we want to use. And now let's highlight the cache-in input field as target by just dragging the area around the cache-in input field. The wizard detects that there are two more candidates available, thus making our selection unreliable. We know that adding an anchor with the image selection mode will help us to clearly specify the UI element that we intend to use. So, let's select the cache-in label as the anchor. Let's hover over cache-in input field and then draw a rectangle around the cache-in label. Before confirming our selection, let's check the settings menu of the target. We can see here that the only targeting method used for our selection is the image method. This is the same for the anchor. Let's confirm the selection. Now, it's time to provide the value to be typed in the cache-in field. Let's type 100 and confirm. Next, to confirm the transaction, let's add click activity and indicate the Accept button. We'll just drag the area around the Accept button and confirm our selection. We've added all the activities required for our use case. Now, let's run the workflow. The robot has entered the value in cache-in field and clicked the Accept button. We can see here from the output panel that our process ran successfully. We can also use image selection mode while editing target in a similar fashion. And this brings us to the end of our demo on image selection mode in the user interface UI automation. Let's quickly recap. The image selection mode can be used when automating an application where no selectors are available. The only targeting method used for targets and anchors created with image selection mode is image. We can define a selection by holding the left mouse button down and dragging around the area of interest. Here's a challenge for you. Can you build the automation for any simple basic use case using the app/web recorder? But with one condition. the targeting method to identify the UI element should be an image. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next demo.